I've got no legs. Hello, Marks. I'm King Ross. You're a filthy Mark, and here are all the WTF moments from NXT TakeOver Chicago. And we start off with the back end of the pre-show, which I caught. As you know, normally I'm like, nah, if you're on the pre-show, pal, you're not worth my time. And it needs to be said that if Charlie Caruso didn't know who Tyler Bate was, which she clearly didn't because she called him Taylor, who the hell is Taylor Bate? She sure as hell would have afterwards. Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves, Britain. Welcome to the City of Wind. Referee Drake Wirtz, if that's really your real name, with your skin like an agitated Satsuma, like your common Sunderland tart. Nay offence, lasses, nay offence. Like a Clockwork Orange, like a Randy Mr. Tickle, like Ernie when Bert is enjoying some alone time. Like a Found Nemo. Like orange is the new black. Eh? What? What does that even mean? Eh? Where am I? Like a mother fudging Oompa Loompa. Seriously though, Drake, why the flip were you so damn orange? Answer the postcard, please. Although if you were to touch a postcard, you'd probably turn the bastard thing orange because of all the fake tan leaking off your bastard skin. He used to be in death masses with syringes through his bastard cheek, and now he's wearing fake tan like that. Next, we move on to my good pal, JR Jim Ross, who claimed that Pete Dunne has been known to take some shortcuts with another man's hand. Big Nige then backs up these claims by claiming that Pete Dunne has taken some liberties in the past. Why wouldn't they just say Pete Dunne is really good at kicking the crap out of a hand and making them hurt? What are they insinuating here? Ooh. Now, this wouldn't have been a WTF moment if I didn't watch the United Kingdom special 24 hours before NXT TakeOver Chicago. Why, I hear you ask? Well, the crowd were chanting TJ is a wanker at TJ Perkins. Big Nige, because he's English and because he understands what wanker means, said that there were some choice words from the Marks in Norwich towards TJP. Now, quick as attack, JR replied, what is this wanker business all about? Wankers, liberties, shortcuts with another man's hand, Pete Dunne, masturbation. Masturbate. Another name for Tyler. Tyler masturbate. I bet the match was really hard. Pete Dunne, because he's a heel, he's a bit of a jerk. A move that I'm going to talk about a bit later on. I bet Pete Dunne never saw masturbate coming. Pete Dunne's finisher. It's called the bitter end. After this, I'm sure it's going to be renamed the salty end because of... Oh no. How does a man spin that quickly and not fall arse over tit when he's got another man on his back who comfortably outweighs him? Now, speaking of that move that Pete Dunne didn't see coming, way to belittle a 5 star match with wank jokes, hey? None of us saw Tyler Bate doing AJ Styles' old spiral tap. None of us saw it coming because he hasn't done it in a WWE ring thus far. But he did it. He blotted all out. Now, because Tyler took this move from AJ, no doubt you Marks out there are saying King Ross is his gimmick infringement, but I'm here to tell you to go to hell. Tyler Bate is English. I am English. We're going to fight you American Marks together. What I will say now, though, is just imagine this bloke's amp is a scorecard in a ... diving competition. Footage, please.
11. Look, right across the board. 11, 11,
and most of
11,
the
and
amps go up to 10.
Exactly.
Those are the scores that Tyler would have got for that dive. Do you get the reference? Do you get the reference? Of course you don't get the reference because you're a thick Mark and I have to spot everywhere because I hate my life. You're thick AF and not girthwards either. Oh, girth. Back with Big Nige once again, and he describes Nikki Cross as a bunny boiler if he's ever seen one, proving that he doesn't in fact know what a bunny boiler actually is. Now, because I'm a world-class journalist, you can take that one off, you arsehole. I took my ass to Google and found out what a bunny boiler actually was, and here is what it is. A woman who acts vengefully after having been spurred on by her lover. Now, Nikki's certainly vengeful. She's a certified raj packet, as we up here in Newcastle would call her. But where the hell's Nige got the spurned on by a lover ting? It looks like I'm debuting in NXT next Wednesday. Get in there!
Come play without your boss.
He's dead, man. He's dead. He's dead. Play the thing. Play the proving internet virgins, wrong moment of the week. One thing that is sure to cheer me up amongst all this cyberbullying from a bastard hobo is the sight of Kenneth McIntosh, the former WhatCulture employee, being the subject of my proving internet virgins wrong moment of the week column. Kenny took to Twitter to show his dismay at the NXT Championship not being the main event. Here's what he said. And I'm going to do my best Kenny impression. Oh, it's a Bobby Dazzler. Where are we? Hello. Hello. NXT title isn't headlining. That's a first rate. Hello. Yes, I can only say one word, spot on in Kenneth McIntosh's accent, but that's beside the point. I'm here to say, Kenny, it is not the first time, it is the second time. The first time, of course, was the match where I fell in love with Sasha Banks because she made Izzy cry. It's NXT TakeOver Respect in that 30-minute Iron Woman match. Easy, easy. Let's all laugh it easy. Let's all laugh it easy. Da 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 da. Hey, da da da. By George, I hate that little girl. Proving internet virgins, wrong moment of the week. Why the hell wasn't Bobby Roode going all Tom Hanks in big over that piano on the stage? It seemed so obvious, but they didn't do it. Why? How hard can it be? Lovely, lovely, lovely. Quelle surprise, as the French would say. We didn't get a CM Punk chant until Hideo Itami hit a GTS over 1 hour and 41 minutes into NXT TakeOver Chicago. And there I was on Twitter before the show offering evens on over 275 CM Punk chants over the course of NXT TakeOver Chicago and Backlash. Well, that made me look silly, didn't it? But then again, we do have Jinder versus Randy, which will be crapped all hour by the crowd. They might get 275 CM Punk chants in that match alone. We're safe. I'm in the money. Needless to say, though, the lack of CM Punk chants is testament to those performers doing the graps inside the grappling ring who didn't give the Chicago marks, who love to poo in the face of every single thing wrestling, don't they? Didn't give them chance to think about their precious little hometown boy. Oh, now you would think with the standing he has within the company that somebody would sort Pat Patterson out with a new WWE branded hoodie. The one that poor old bastard had on last night had a WWE logo that was over 3 years out of date. Now take that to anything else, any other product, if it's 3 years out of date, it makes you sick, doesn't it, presumably? Unless you've got a stomach made of iron. I'm just talking about food here. Quelle surprise. But then again, seeing Pat in a 3 years out of date WWE hoodie makes me sick. That worked better on paper than it did just here. But I don't care, because I am king. Hashtag, let's start a Patreon or something. Hashtag new hoodie for Pat. Authors of poop forget about an old classic catchphrase of mine. I push my fingers into my eyes. That sign there makes me just want to stand here, look off into the distance, and wait for two rockets that are going to pop up. Thanks to Big Nige for the massive spoilers ahead of the main event between the authors of Pain, Not Poop, for crying out loud, and DIY. He pointed out that DIY were essentially in their hometown. Now, if we look at recent WWE history, and history further back than recent WWE history, if you're in your hometown, you're JR, you get made to kiss people's asses. If you hold a title, you lose the title. What were we supposed to expect after Nige said that? Well, we got exactly what should have happened when they're so close to their hometown. Thank you very much, Nige, you bastard. NXT likes big lanky ladders. NXT. Nah, forget it. Little did the marks inside the arena know, but despite chanting, we want tables, they had tables all along. Tables in the form of ladders. Aye. Now, there's no doubt wooden ladders used to exist back in the day. They still exist in some realms today. But within WWE, they make a big hoo-ha about telling you how every single ladder they use are made of unforgiving steel. However, isn't it just a little bit funny? A little bit ironic, don't you think? It's like, how when every single big spot involving a ladder happens, the ladder in question always seems to be made of wood, and in turn spontaneously combusts whenever it's touched by human flesh. How do they know? And don't go in the comments going, oh, it'll feel wooden, not metal, and oh, it'll be a bit lighter, and ooh, sarcasm. Read up on it. Yeah. Now, maybe I should have made this upcoming point part of the same point where I was going about Nigel providing all the spoilers, but I haven't, so we're here. And why am I wasting my breath? Don't know. But they really did telegraph the whole Gargano and Ciampa thing, didn't they? They were on last. They entered to the ring second, despite the champions entering first, which just isn't tradition whatsoever. That stupid woman saying she was working on Gargano's new theme, even though Gargano wouldn't need a new theme as part of DIY, because, you know, DIY have a wonderful theme, don't they? Foreshadowing the split by having Owens and Zayn in the crowd, you know, two former friends who split and blah, blah, blah. And then we have a team who call themselves DIY losing in a ladder match. There's absolutely no way back from there. The gimmick has lost all legitimacy. How can they carry on when they have lost a match involving a thing that is supposed to be part of their bread and butter? We use knives, they use ladders. But that graphic at the end of the show should have been going off the air, because that's what always happens when that graphic comes on the screen. But WWE pulled a fakie and made us all look like mugs, using their own network to their own advantage. Isn't that lovely, lovely, lovely? More of that little tomfoolery, please. No, man, I can't believe it. No, Tommaso, what are you doing, buddy lad? No. And the moral of this story is, Kevin Dunn, you useless sack of potatoes, do not persist with these crowd shots. There's very few instances where they add anything to what's happening inside the ring. More than often, they're just of some bored little brat who looks like they want to push their own fingers into their eyes. Or you get marks like him laughing at some sick spot that just happened. Just stop with the crowd shots. We don't need them. Who would have thought it, eh? Bye.